What's up, world family? Today we'll be reacting to how strong is God Goku compared to DC Comics. Let's get into it.
Hello everyone, it's your host Seth the Programmer, and today with me I have my good friend Super Saiyan Ryu again. Today we're going to be doing, kind of a touch up on the whole, Marvel versus Goku thing, but today we're doing DC versus Goku. Where does Goku stack up to the DC verse strength-wise?
Before we go into this, I'm just letting y'all guys know I like DC and anime, including Dragon Ball. I like them both. Just know. I know more about DC than I know about Dragon Ball, alright? That's all I'm gonna say. Okay.
So before we get into that, I'd like to get into, how strong Goku is first, just like we did in the other video. So obviously, you have the standard calculation of Goku versus Beerus, their hands clashing. We're going to destroy about 3 universes and obliterate an entire macrocosm. Their shockwaves flew around the universe instantaneously. Champa and Vados, while suppressing themselves beneath Goku and Beerus' power, were able to, dip from the universe to the Kaioshin realm, which is like multi-galactic distances in a second, which is like quadrillions to quintillions of times faster than light. And I thought for this video, we wouldn't just use that Goku, though, because I know a lot of you guys were like, well, Seth, that's kind of like the lower end. That's just pretty much like Super Saiyan God Goku. Like, what about the higher ends of things? Mm-hmm. So for the higher ends of things, we're actually kind of 2 Gokus. We're just going to give you an example of, a downplayed Goku and a higher bald Goku. Mm-hmm. So you can get like an example of where he stacks. So a higher bald Goku, or normal Goku, would basically just be Super Saiyan God equals base form. Okay, so base Goku would basically be like universal, right, Ryu? I think that's what it would be, yeah. Just like, about universal.
Easily universal, and probably more like macroversal.
And in fact, as we just talked about in the hit video, he's at least 10 times stronger now. Because he was able to defeat the same hit that could take on Kaioken times 10 without using Kaioken times 10. So that means he's at least 10 times stronger. So even his base...
Goku's base form got wounded by a bullet, alright? That's all I'm gonna say. And also, by a freaking laser gun. A laser gun. Pew, pew, laser gun. By a freaking alien. Okay.
Form is at least 10 times...
that makes it universal, alright.
Universal. So... you multiply that by 50, you get like 500. Then multiply that by 2 for Super Saiyan 2, you get like 1,000. Multiply that by 4 more for Super Saiyan 3, and you get 4,000 times universal. And then, you can just keep stacking onto there. You could say that Super Saiyan Blue is... How much stronger would you say Super Saiyan Blue is than Super Saiyan 3?
Well, we know that, like you said, Super Saiyan 3 is a 400 times multiplier. Super Saiyan Blue, well, those kinds of characters could easily, one-shot them when they don't have their God form on. So, I mean, we're talking bare minimum double, probably much more than that. But even if we just did bare minimum, it's going to be like probably around 1,000 times. And actually,
honestly,
if you look at Goku Black, it's implied that his base form can at least defeat Super Saiyan 2 Goku, and basically that would make his base form 100 times base Goku. And then when he gets his Super Saiyan Rose, it's been confirmed that it's the same as Super Saiyan, so that should multiply that by 50, which will be 5,000 times base Goku, theoretically.
Exactly.
Same as Super Saiyan Rose. Super Saiyan Rose is the same as Super Saiyan 1. But Super Saiyan Blue was sparring with Super Saiyan Rose. Whatever.
Exactly. And the new manga of Dragon Ball Super is kind of adding some confusion. There seems to be a little bit... now he has like yellow hair in the manga. But we'll see how that turns out. But for now, we'll just lowball it and say Super Saiyan Rose 50 times or whatever. So it's at least over 4,000 times. And if you look at the manga as well, it says that Vegeta at 1/10 power was stronger than, Super Saiyan 3 or anything they've ever felt before. Yeah. And, Goku's 10 times stronger than that. So that could be a 10 times multiplier right there. So that could be 40,000 times. Get that shit Kaioken times 10. You could be 400,000 times universal through the scaling.
Okay. 400,000 times universal. Okay. Okay.
By this scaling, we obviously mean attack potency. We're not going to say Goku's going to wave his fucking hand and can obliterate a multiverse or something.
Exactly.
It's mainly just raw attack potency. So that means he could take on characters that could possibly do that. So lowballed, universe.
Hold on. He could take on characters that can possibly... Is that what he said? He could take on characters that can possibly wipe out the universe with just a wave of their hand. I need to hear that again.
His fucking hand and can obliterate a multiverse or something. It's mainly just raw attack potency. So that means he could take on characters that could possibly do that. So lowballed, universal. Higher balled would be like lower multiversal. In terms of speed, what would you say the higher would be?
The high.
If he mentions MUI, UI, anything like that, making him God level of DC, I'm gonna be mad.
And basically, what we can do, the easiest thing to do, is to stack onto his already calculated speed during his Beerus fight.
Yeah.
So we know during the Beerus fight, he was easily hundreds of quadrillions to possibly quintillions of times the speed of light when he was
lowballing.
Lowballed. This is the observable universe. It's obviously a lot bigger, but basically that's just based on the fact that his attacks and all that kind of stuff can easily cross the universe within like a second. So
exactly.
That's for his Super Saiyan God.
Septillions.
Yeah. It gets way higher when you stack it up because, like you said, it can easily equal, 4,000 to 400,000 times when you turn him into a current Super Saiyan Blue. So, I mean, if you stack that onto a quintillion, let's say, then it would be sextillion and even possibly getting up into septillions.
Yeah. So the real question now, what everyone came here for, is where do these Gokus stack up to the DC Comics universe? Where do you think they would go up to?
Well, they're definitely not going to solo it. I can say that for sure.
Yeah, definitely not. Isn't the presence? Let's get that out of the way right now. Isn't the presence omnipotent?
He's nigh omnipotent for sure.
No.
I mean, some people will argue he's omnipotent, but he's definitely at least nearly unbeatable.
At least nigh omnipotent, possibly omnipotent. I'd go for omnipotent, but Raya's going to go for nigh. So that would beat Goku, no matter what you say.
Yeah.
So other than him, where do you think he would go up to?
Well, basically, I think the easiest thing to do is just go over the different tiers, and then afterwards we can pretty much just place them within those tiers. So, basically, we start off with, the peak humans like Batman and Joker and Green Arrow and all those guys.
Nightwing and shit.
Yeah, all of them. Obviously, Goku's going to easily defeat any of them. He could have done that at the beginning of Dragon Ball, probably, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
Then you get into, the metas who are, guys who are superhuman, but they're not, destroying countries or anything like that.
Yeah.
And those are guys like Deathstroke and stuff who have, skills that made them, 10 times as strong as a regular guy or something like that.
I meant the feeling.
Or like Bane.
Yeah, like Bane too, those guys. Goku's obviously just going to beat all them down as well very easily. Then after the metas, you get into guys who are called, in Marvel they would be called heralds, but basically these guys are planet busters to star busters.
Yeah, exactly.
This would include guys like most of the post-crisis Justice League, like Superman, Flash, and Green Lantern.
You're telling me Superman is only planet buster? Hold on, let me finish.
And Martian Manhunter and all them, right? These guys fall in that range of planet to star level-ish. Those guys.
Really? Superman? You're telling me Superman is only planet to galaxy, planet to star level? Superman, when he was fighting a different version of himself, they were shattering the boundaries between time and space. I'm so mad. Guys, I'm sorry if I'm fanboying, but come on, you gotta agree, this is BS. Oh, star level. And Green Lantern, not even. Green Lantern, with his ring, he can control reality. Okay, kind of. I think that's right. He lifted infinity and eternity. Okay. No,
They maybe in earlier Dragon Ball Z and stuff, they might have presented a challenge for Goku, but now they're just still getting stomped because he's still way more powerful, way faster, more skilled than the majority of them. So he's gonna beat down those guys.
For Superman, I didn't really want to get into Superman in this video, but would you agree that Superman has many different consistencies and writers?
Yeah, he's extremely inconsistent. When I say Superman, I'm talking the basically what he's consistently shown as highball, basically.
Okay, that's fine. He clearly has, crazy showings and lower showings as well. Like, there's one scene where he couldn't even fucking catch bullets, and then the next scene he's tagging the Flash or some shit. Yeah. So he definitely has some low balls and high balls. But for a generic Superman, he'd be basically like the Herald levels or whatever. But
yeah, he's normally planet level, and usually at his higher ends, he's star level.
This is post-crisis Superman. He is not only planet. I'm sorry.
Yeah, around there.
Mm-hmm. So moving on.
And then moving on to the next tier, we have galactic level threats. Guys who can destroy maybe like an entire galaxy or galaxies.
Superman destroyed. I'm sorry, but Superman destroyed a universe when he sunned it. Oh, but okay, no. They have Superman right here, so maybe.
And these would
maybe they're talking about Superman in his weakest form. Okay.
Include guys like a lot of the pre-crisis superheroes, like pre-crisis Superman and stuff.
You can call me an old silly, but it looks like the devil is coming. Nice knowing you.
I'm sorry.
And the inconsistencies, right?
Well, isn't pre-crisis galaxy level or like half galaxy level or something?
Yeah, he at one point it was stated he could destroy half a galaxy without breaking a sweat, and also another point, he actually went to the early universe when the Big Bang started, and he was able to move towards the center of it afterwards, like after it's just started expanding, and survive inside of that and destroy an object that could also survive in that. So that would probably put him at, multi-galaxy level at least showings.
Yeah.
So, around there. And as for that tier, I mean, those guys might give him some of a challenge earlier on, like maybe in his base form, but
that's more like Super Saiyan God level, not Blue.
Yeah, so it's getting closer, but they're still.
Guys, I want to answer this to me. Did they ever read? Okay, how much do they know about DC? I want you to answer that for me in the comments.
Going to get beat down in the end, especially if he transforms. He's getting his universal plus, multi-universal, low multiversal, whatever like that. So he's still going to defeat those guys without using his full power, probably, to be honest, too.
Yeah. Superman pre-crisis, he has like the Bonds of Infinity feat, right?
Yeah.
But that was due to like some form of acceleration hacks, is that right?
Yeah, basically what happened was he just continuously kept flying for like 3 or 4 pages in the comic book, and it stated he started at actually below light speed and kept accelerating, and eventually he went through universes, and eventually he reached the Spectre, who told him he wasn't allowed to go any further. So
exactly.
I mean, it doesn't really.
He was going so fast. Spectrum himself had to go there to stop him.
Prove that he has infinite anything or anything close to that, or he's not multiversal. That's what we call an unquantifiable feat.
Like, hey guys, I'm gonna fight Goku. Goku, stand right there while I fly to the end of this universe and back, so I can hit you.
Yeah, exactly.
Not to throw any shade or anything, but it is an acceleration hack, and I have brought this up to people before. So
yeah, he doesn't normally have anywhere close to that speed for sure.
So the next level, would that be Goku level?
The next level would be guys who, can legitimately destroy universes or, a few universes at the same time, whatever like that. And that would include guys like, I don't know.
Hold on, guys.
He's universal for sure at his peak.
Right.
Darkseid's real form can destroy universes.
Yeah.
Like the Time Trapper is, I think, like a living timeline.
Saying Darkseid's real form can destroy universes is an understatement. Come on, guys. You've seen what he can do. Okay, you know what? Not really. That's not really an understatement. Never mind. That's actually accurate.
These guys is the next step, the universal plus to multi-universal guys. These guys are starting to get into the territory where they could be an actual threat. They would, probably be able to damage Goku. A lot of them would be able to keep up.
Are you telling me Goku is as equal as Darkseid? Okay. Alright. Don't go there.
I think that when you use the low-balled Goku, he would be right in this area here.
Yeah, I think. actually argued that God of Strength Superman was pretty much close to Super Saiyan God Goku in strength, or at least, Blue Goku, like a low-balled Goku in strength, but that Goku was still a lot faster.
Super Saiyan God Goku is equal. No. Superman God of Strength is actually equal, almost equal. He basically said almost as equal to Super Saiyan God Goku. You're telling me Super Saiyan God Goku can't? Every punches he does, it destroys reality. Like when he fought Flash God of Death. Okay.
That's at least what I argued. But a higher balled Goku, the one that actually has base form God, just isn't on that level.
Yeah, no. The low ball one, these guys could match up with, and some of them might even beat the low ball Goku, like the multi-universal ones. But when you use Goku with like the legitimate multipliers, and you give him, I don't know what you want to call it, benefit of the doubt, or you give him like what he has actually earned, to be honest. Then,
the scaling.
Yeah, he's going to beat them if you use the official scaling. He's just got more raw power and speed than they do, even still. And obviously, we know he has some hacks resistance, as well as being able to like destroy space-time continuums and stuff with the hit feat. So
and he's been fighting some 4D beings in Dragon Ball Super recently.
Yeah,
like some Masu and Hit.
Yeah,
both of them have been fourth dimensional. So
with his actual power, which I call what's most likely for him to have, he would probably even beat all the guys on this tier as well. But then we get into the next tier, and these are the real multiversal destroyers. And these guys is where it starts to get a little bit unlikely that Goku's going to win, because these guys would include guys like
Mr. Mixie,
Infinite Earth, Anti-Monitor when he was at his peak, the Spectre when he was at his peak, Mixie and stuff like that, who can just destroy multiverses. Goku, I don't think is going to be beating any of these guys. He just
they probably just snap him.
They'll get rid of him.
This dude, Mr. Big Z, have you pronounce his name? Bruh, he could wipe Goku just like just like that.
He just doesn't have the amount of hacks that they do, and in terms of raw power and speed, these guys should be able to keep up with him or outclass.
I know there's destroyers in Dragon Ball that can do the same. Remember, Choppa, Beerus, all that. Bruh. I know they can Hakai, but we don't know. You're gonna say Goku can just simply Hakai Superman. Well, it depends on which Superman, because so far we know Superman post-crisis tanked the Omega Beams, which are like the strongest, basically Haikai on steroids, and he was perfectly fine. And the Omega Beams, they can erase people out of existence if Superman tanked them. So Hakai not gonna work on Superman post-crisis.
Him, so I think this is around the place where Goku stops. I mean, he might be able to do some damage to a few of them that aren't like fully 5D or something, but he's certainly not going to beat guys on this level for sure.
So, who do you think, in the last video we said that, low-balled Goku couldn't beat Odin, but in this one, who do you think Goku would compare to most, like, who do you think he's the closest to?
That's a good question. Well, he's definitely above guys like Imperiex. Like, I could say Imperiex is probably closer to Super Saiyan God level.
Haven't heard of Imperiex.
Right.
Like Big Bang style attacks and that kind of stuff, and he's going to beat
Big Bang attacks! Big Bang attacks! Big Bang attacks! Okay. Do you know what a Big Bang is? Oh my god. I'm almost tearing up right now. Oh my god.
Those guys, and I mean, I would say he's probably closer to someone like Darkseid in his real form, or maybe a bit above that, because
closer to Darkseid in his real form. Okay.
Recently, with his boosts, I would say he probably would surpass that, because he just keeps getting stronger.
10 times stronger out of the blue.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, maybe Darkseid is like as
Darkseid can just erase Goku out of existence. Okay.
strong as Goku was as a
The
Super Saiyan
Omega
Blue
Effect.
revival
Look up the
event
Omega
or
Effect
something like
Dark Side,
that, maybe
and
the
you'll see
Universe
what I'm
6
talking
saga,
about.
but at this point, I don't think even Dark Side could stop him with all the boosts he's been getting.
So he's about dark side level, give or take.
Yeah, give or take a little bit. He's basically around the level of the new gods who live in like the fourth dimension thing and everything in DC.
Right.
He's like in that range of power, probably the higher end of that.
Yeah, and guys, we have seen fourth dimensional Dragon Ball characters as of recent. Xeno, Beerus, all of them would destroy Zamasu, who became the fourth dimension. He's fucking making his own time spaces and shit, and Goku's countering it. There's a lot of fourth dimensional stuff here, so Goku is in fact fourth dimensional at this point, at least by the end of the Goku Black arc. And there's a lot of characters that can beat Goku in DC, a fuck ton. There's even a Superman that would stomp Goku, and that's Thought Robot. Although I don't know if you'd call that a Superman, because he's kind of a robot, but
yeah, he's not really Superman. He's got he's basically just a robot that was powered by the power of like Superman
Boy
and
Prime 1 million,
and then he just had like Superman's consciousness
or just
in
Superboy
him, so he
Prime.
could, like move.
Either way, he shits on Goku.
Man,
Yeah,
post-crisis.
I wasn't even done with the tiering. Like,
Stomps on Goku
there's still
too.
some more that goes up higher.
Because
Like
you're
after
kind
the
of.
multiverse.
I wouldn't call Goku. I wouldn't even call him. I wouldn't call him fourth dimensional. I'm not calling him that. He's barely universal. Not even close.
So guys, you got like
kind of. Yeah, I guess he's universal.
higher dimensional beings,
really.
like you were saying, Cosmic Armor and Mandrak. Those guys are just like above Mixie, and they're just like, I don't know what you want to call them, like 12th dimensional, something stupid like that, right?
Fucking, the only thing that can really beat them is like omnipotence.
Yeah, they're almost on the top. But to be honest, there's actually a few layers even in between them. Then you've got things like the Endless, who are the embodiments of like the abstracts, and those guys are like at the very top of the dimensional tiering of like the DC multiverse, like past that and into Vertigo and stuff.
Right.
So the Endless are even above like Cosmic Armor and Mandrak, and then above them you got Lucifer and Michael, who are the sons of the Presence, and those guys are stated to be, literally like second place in terms of power. I think Michael is second, and guys like Lucifer are like, just under him, and those guys are even stronger still. And then of course you got the Presence, who's literally nigh omnipotent. The only thing he can't do is like, he said once he can't create himself.
If you guys are thinking I'm a fanboy of DC, I am. You see these? Do you see these? Look at all this. Comics. That DC Comics. I'm sorry, but yeah.
That was pretty much the only limitation I've seen.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, I guess that would be non-omnipotent, although maybe that'd be weird. It's weird. I'd say
I've decided.
Limitation I've seen.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, I guess that would be non-omnipotent, although maybe that'd be weird. It's weird. I'd say he's honestly just omnipotent, but that is a limit, which honestly defies the term omnipotent. But either way, honestly, DC has some crazy motherfuckers in it. So, I mean, Goku, he stacks up, he beats all the planet level guys. He basically gets up to like a strong form of Darkseid. But there's just an entire tier list of characters in DC that can beat Goku, but Goku is still very strong even in DC. So, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed Ryu and my calculations.
I did
and if you enjoyed, please subscribe to both of us. I'd appreciate it a lot. And until next time.
Peace.
Guys. Okay. Seth the Programmer and Super Saiyan Ryoku. No disrespect, but are you serious? No disrespect, but are you serious right now? Goku, he can't. Oh my god! You're telling me he's multiversal? You basically said Goku's multiversal. He's nowhere compared. He's nothing compared to Darkseid. Darkseid, he can erase people from existence. I know that's not much, but come on, really? And I was tripping over Green Lantern, but mostly Superman. Green Lantern, he is not mid-planet or galaxy level. Superman, calling him Galaxy, saying he's universal being, saying he's universal. Superman, post-crisis, is universal. But saying he's universal would be an understatement. He destroyed universes when he was Sun. He shattered times between space and time when he fought a different version of himself. I mean, if you guys want me to continue this another time, please like, comment yes, please continue, and I'll do this a whole other time. And remember to always stay royal. Goodbye. Man. Planet and galaxy level.